friends. Hello and welcome back. Hopefully it's having a lovely day. So we are going over the fastest way to complete the team Affinity programs this year. Now, depending on what you're really, looking for, we'll see more and more stuff added throughout the year with the sets, the collections, and everything. Right now, some of the Team Affinity players may not be completely worth grinding, but the stuff inside is worth grinding. Stuff that works towards the 99 overall collection sets, stuff that you get the packs, you get the Ballin' is a Habit pack, the Millionaire pack, a couple of those Millionaire packs, right? Yeah, I believe so. No, there's one in each one. So we're going to go over what is currently, some of the quickest ways to get that XP. First and foremost, basics straight out the bat. Couple of things. Playing your multiplayer games is going to do you the best you possibly can right here. Just because 8 innings pitched, 8,400 just for pitching with AL East pitchers. 8 innings pitched with and ranked co-op, same story. But any of these stats, 8 innings pitched there, you're going to get the 15 hits, the 10 home runs, 10 Ks is going to get you 10K as well. So just off the base, if you can play ranked, rank's not working right now. I don't know if it's working for anybody else, but every single game I play, it crashes or it freezes. So I haven't been able to play any ranked, which is surprising. I've seen some people with a problem, but I haven't seen really San Diego Studios or anybody really making much about it, surprisingly, on the internet, which is really confusing. It's like, we're for early access. Early access day 1, game was correct. The server was down for the first hour. Day 2, server was down like at 5, 6 o'clock. Day 3, you still can't play online ranked. Interesting to say the very least, but nonetheless, that's the direction. But besides that, what I've been doing that's very important here, I think, is stacking players. And when we say stacking players, it depends on you. Attack whatever one you want. But I do recommend attacking the one you want the most. Choose between 2 of them, whether it be what we're doing is all AL East, NL East players, because we're going after the Conquest. So if you can't play a ranked, I'm looking at Conquest games. Complete the Conquest map, because when you complete the Conquest map, again, you're going to get, 15K, 30K? I think it's 30K. It's gone now. Right? Is it gone? No, it's 30K. So you get 30,000 XP just from completing a Conquest. So that's huge. And it's important to be able to, make as much progress in each particular one as fast as possible, because you want to be able to use these players to, again, stack them when it comes to completing single player or RP missions there with, your Stand, your Justice, so on and so forth. You get 500 there, and it's repeatable. So you're going to be able to get the XP from doing that particular bosses, but then you're still going to also get the XP for all the, with Marlins players, Mets players, Phillies players, Nationals players. So the goal is to stack as much as possible. So the reason we're playing, what we're saying is use all of the same team. If you can possibly do all Braves, do all Braves. Because when you say all Braves, 15, you need 1,500 for the 6K, and it is going to take a while, right? We've already, just considering where the progress is right now and just looking at, say the Braves, the Phillies, we have 311 because we have like one Philly player. We already completed the Mets one entire time. We've already gotten 1,500 RP just from using a couple of Mets players. So it is important to, attack just one, because if you just use some of every single team, you're going to have 5 teams, maybe one player a team. It's going to take you obviously 5 times as long. Which in the end all be all, the RP is the RP, but you want to try to get as many, like I said, as much points as you possibly can as soon as you can. So if you can just stack them on one team, that's great, because you want to get to the point where you can unlock the bosses. And, as far as the moments are concerned, do the moments when you want. We haven't done them, but we're at that position now where we should do the moments, and then we'll have one of our bosses unlocked for the NL East. And then obviously, again, plug in those players for the moments, very important there. And then, again, looking at the single player missions, you have 30 strikeouts. So again, trying to use the same players, double dipping, whatever it is with those players, and being mindful of what is this? Tally 3 innings pitched with Wagner in single player. Okay, and that's gonna be a nice one too. Using that Wagner every single game. The second you unlock him, and that's a perfect example why it's so important. Every single Conquest game, we're talking 3 innings pitched. And you're going to get 10K, 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 10K. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. You're going to load up and boost that up pretty quickly because it's repeatable. But something to bring up that's very important is being mindful of you can't get that mission 3 times in one game. You're going to get it once. You're going to get it one time, and that's it. It's going to be like, all right, thanks for playing. Do it again. So when you're doing stuff like this, make sure you're stopping at the max. So if it's 3 innings pitched for Wagner, stop at 3 innings pitched. switch over to, for multiplayer, for example, it's 8 innings pitched. If you got 8 innings pitched with an NL East player in that game, switch over to the AL East players and rack in some innings there. If you already, you're close to 30 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts, whatever it is, in this case, 10 strikeouts, you see you got 10 strikeouts with NL East players, switch over to an AL East player or an NL West player, whatever. And especially when you play ranked games where the strikeouts come along, where you not strike out 20 batters in a game, switch over so you make sure, because otherwise you're just wasting progress. You're not really getting anything because it resets every time. Because again, prime example, we just completed the Mets one, and we was well over the 1500 for sure, and we're at 0 again. So it'll add up very quickly, especially when you get to the point where you unlock one of these bosses. You can do stuff again like the Billy Wagners of the world. That's going to go by very quickly. It's just a matter of grinding to that first boss and then being able to consistently, repeatedly do the same thing over and over again. Besides that, again, if you want to do the showdowns, I'm trying to think, we just did it. You get a bunch of the vouchers, and it's going to cost how much did it take? I mean, we was in it for a little over an hour, and you get 4 vouchers, 10K, 12K. It doesn't equate. It just doesn't add up to like the other player stuff does. So I would definitely, grind out the Conquest is probably, if you're doing the least tedious, Conquest is your answer. They just play a 3-inning Conquest game. You can double dip where you're playing the Conquest and you're going to get the awards for playing the Conquest and so forth. But eventually you run out of that ranked grade option as well because of the XP if you want to play that, if you're into the ranked environment. Nonetheless, though, as always, hope y'all found this video helpful. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.